Hey guys, it's Jim Bounds at Motorhome Rehab Ranch again, and yep, I'm still in Utah. School's out for summer. That's right. So you wonder why I'm still here, huh? Well, Adam and I are getting this motorhome at a point where the summer group can take over. I got to go home someday. You know, they're gonna take my Florida membership away. But we've got to get the projects that I've gotten started to a point that they can finish it up. And so I'm hoping another week, something like that, I'll be heading back home, and we can get back to our normal life. I felt this though was important, that I just felt I needed to do this. So had an interesting comment. Somebody really paid attention. This coach that we've been working on, we had it up all 6 wheels off the ground. We had it up on 4 jack stands, and we finished the back, and I let the back down first. Oh, see, somebody who's been watching my video, you always let the front down first and then the back. And had a comment, said, well, how did you do that? Did you go down and back up and all this? No. Here's what we did. So just think about this. You got it up on the ground, up off the ground. Now, you're supposed to let the front down first so you don't do any twist, right? Well, what we did was, rather than bringing the coach down, we aired the airbags up and brought the wheels down, and then took the jack stands out. Didn't have to go very far down. And then the back end's down, the front end's still up. See, what you want to do is not twist the body. In other words, if it's like this and you take a jack stand out of the side and you go like that, that could be a problem, because this is stable and you just twisted the body, okay? But if you can take the back down together, or you can bring the ground up to it, good deal, right? Well, let me tell you another way to get the coach up and down. And I didn't do video of this. At the bottom of this video, there'll be some pictures. So you guys knew that coming here, my fuel tanks were in really bad shape. And of course, I didn't have one of the new aluminum gas tanks, but I got to get home. Okay, so how are we going to do this? So Chad had one of his tanks, one of the tanks we had pulled out of here. We had it lined, because they were gross. They were really gross. Had one tank lined. It was about $500. It was a lot of money. I felt bad about that, but I've got to get home, you know, and I can't run on 5-gallon gas tanks all the way to Florida. So we got one gas tank cleaned, all right? My coach is not here, okay? I don't want to have it at the high school. I took it to Chad's house, and when you look at the pictures, you'll see that I'm on a rock drive. Now I got to get my coach up in the air, right? To get my tanks out, to put the one tank in. Yeah, I'm only going to have 25 gallons, but you know, I can stop every 150 miles instead of every 250 miles. I probably got to pee anyway. Gas won't be that bad, won't cost that much, and I'll get to check my decrepit coach every 150 miles, which is probably a good thing, right? And I get to slow down a little bit, and that's one of the things that I came here to do, was to slow down, to get a new narrative, to relax, and to get a new perspective on things. So when you look at the pictures, the question is, when you get the back up, how do you get the front up without, you know, big jack stands and, big floor jacks and stuff like that? Well, I told you that I'm sitting on a rock platform, dirt. So rather than bringing the coach up so I can get the about 11-inch bottle jack under it, right? How do you do that? In an earlier video, I said, well, how am I going to get that up? I said, dig a hole, brother, dig a hole. Well, that's what I did. Good morning. So the pictures you'll see, moved the rocks out of the way, dug a hole, put the bottle jack in it, went up just enough to get the jack stands under it, then took the bottle jack and screwed it up a little bit more and got a little bit further up, and you'll see my coach on rocks up high enough to be able to pull the fuel tanks out. And tomorrow, with a little help, I will be doing that. And I'll try to do some videos about how that goes. Again, I'm only going to have one fuel tank. I'm only going to have 25 gallons going home, but it'll be clean 25 gallons. And I'll be able to have good fuel flow to my Phytech fuel injection, which that thing's got to have. It did a great job until the filters got clogged up and we had to pull over and clean the filter out. We got one of those clear, cleanable 100 micron filters, and boy, we clogged that up. And I'm so excited not to have to stop every 40 miles going home. So we'll see how that goes, right? So what we're doing here for the next week or so, you've seen we're putting in all the bolt-ons onto the engine. We put the CVF Racing serpentine belt system on. I've got to hook all the hoses up to that. We've got to get some AN6 fittings for the new single aluminum fuel tank and plumb the fuel tank in. We have a carburetor coming in to make it move temporarily until we get all the Phytech stuff in. So that carburetor was donated by Mark Creel at Alabama RV, or just at Mark Creel now. Thank you, Mark. You and I both understand we can get this booger moving with the carb, right? So that's our plan. We want to get this thing moving so we can get it out of here and get it and move on to get the interior finished and to get some body work, a little bit of extra body work done, some things I can show them. It's been a heck of a project. You guys have watched me along with this, and I hope it was interesting to you. We have about another week of it, so I'm going to use what I can here to show you different things that we've done and related to you, like the one I did on the the upper emergency brake cable. Boy, oh boy. I can't wait to get home and Emily can start editing some of the stuff I do. You know, I'm a dog on the set. There's so many great things that you can do with video and with editing and all this kind of stuff, but you know, I can only figure out enough of it at a time. So that's what's happening. And you know, I want to show you something else that's going on here. You know, I told you that this project, this Road Force One, as you can see, it's painted like Air Force One. This project is just one of the projects at Bonneville High School, Bonneville Garage. These guys are really taking this effort and doing something with it. The kids that come in here are getting a heck of a background. Adam, tell you, some high school would be good to would be happy to have a teacher, motorhead like Adam. I'm telling you. Let me show you some other projects they've got going on here. Look at this thing. Yeah, there we go. This is a chassis. It used to be a motorhome. These guys ripped it apart and magazine, what is it? Rat Rod Magazine has sponsored these boys to make a rat rod out of this chassis. It's a running chassis. Going to be pretty cool. And so here, check out this thing. Yes, sir. 1948 Mack fire truck. How about a motor? Look at this thing. Look at that baby. And it runs. It runs. Can't wait to see this. They're looking to do Great American Road Race with this baby in a year or so. It's pretty cool. And that's not all. Here, let's go over here. See, they got all great, good equipment here. They got a forklift. These are kind of cool. They have a bunch of these things. They race these. Has a 1-cylinder Predator motor in it. And pretty neat. So they race these things. They're called, what was it, something kart? Gosh, I feel bad. I can't remember the name of that. But these guys are into that. And then over here, this thing right here, this is a human-powered ice cream machine, from what I understand. You put somebody in that thing, they run around there and make ice cream. Another project. And then this is what a lot of the kids are into. They build these motors. They take them apart and put them together. And this is their test motor where they're learning how to do it right here, right? Well, come on with me. I want to show you some more stuff they do here. Closed for the summer, this section, but they have motorcycles, motorcycle stands, small motor building and repair. Here's one of the carts going together. Boy, this thing's gonna have disc brakes. How about that? Where is it? There it is. Pretty cool. Here's their classroom. Oh yeah, here's another project over here. Not sure exactly what they're going to be doing with a Prius and then overhead a dune buggy. That'll be interesting to see what's going to happen there. This is their classroom right here. Boy, in high school, wouldn't you like to be in a class like this? And check this out. Amazon has donated these toolboxes. Look at that. They've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 of these toolboxes for the kids to learn with. Is that awesome? Is that awesome or what? Yep. This is one heck of a high school class. I'm impressed. So, if your kid really wants to get into mechanics, really wants to do it, you need to move to Ogden, Utah, and he needs to go to Bonneville High School, right? So, anyway, I'm really proud to be involved in this, and I hope you've had a good time watching. I enjoy teaching. I do. And I hope you enjoy watching, and we'll do more of this. It's really what the mission is for Motorhome Rehab Ranch, is to talk about how to work these things, answer questions, and try to keep this dream alive. And if you feel like I do.
Students, the weather is nice outside now. If you'd like to go out on the football field and sign your books, you're welcome to do that. Also, stop by and grab some grilled corn. Stop by the football field.
They're starting out summer classes, trying to get them interested. Like I said, this is a great school. So anyway, if you feel like I do, like the next generation is the one that's going to keep this motorhome going, help us talk to them. Help us answer those questions. Help the community grow and get involved in Motorhome Rehab Ranch. I'm excited to do this, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. We'll see you next time.